Alright guys, welcome back. Today I want to show you how to easily make $1 million in e-commerce in your first year, and even if you only have 3 brain cells. But first, let me show you some proof that I know what I'm talking about here. I want to share my MacBook screen with you to show you actually a live example of this here. So let's close this. And let me show you the live example here. I just pulled down the window a bit to not give out any confidential data here. But yeah, here you see we made over $1.3 million in revenue with this store, and this is just one of many examples. And as you see, I'm reloading the page right now so you can actually see that it's real and it's not a fake. You can't Photoshop this. This is actually real. We have just to wait until the numbers pop up because my internet seems to be a little bit slow right now. That shouldn't be the case because we're in Dubai, and Dubai internet is usually pretty fast. So there we see it. Now it hopped back on euros because that's the default currency, but you can convert the numbers for yourself, right? So you see that all the numbers are real and validated, right? And now let me show you how to easily make $1 million at least in your first year in e-commerce, selling physical products online. It can be that simple, right? You just have to find a product to sell. You then have to get a platform to sell it on, and then you have to get some traffic to the platform to get buyers to your Shopify store, for example, to get them to buy. That's super simple in theory, and it's also pretty simple in practice. Let's hop right into this. So all we need to do is we find a winning product. So we find some product that someone else is already selling online, and we just copy them. We just do the same thing when we're just getting started because we have no clue. And if we invent our own thing, there are so many things that can go wrong, and we don't want things to go wrong. We want to make money, right? So we go to fast track, and the fast track always is modeling someone who has already a working business case and doing something similar and making a similar landing page and similar ads to them, because then we save a lot of time. That is really the fast track in the beginning. After that, you can do very original things, but to get started, it's way, way, way faster to just model other businesses that are already successful. Meaning, we're going to start with that. We're going to start just finding winning product. A winning product is a product that I can sell online through my Shopify store, for example, and I can get people on my Shopify store and get them to buy for less cost than my profit per purchase is. So for example, I sell the product for $40. Let's map that out right here, okay? The price of my product, that's what I sell it for, is $40, okay? My cost of the product, that's called cost of goods sold, is, for example, $10, okay? And that would be a quite sufficient margin. That would be okay. And then I have advertising cost, okay? Then let's say I have advertising cost, let's shorten it. And let's say I have advertising cost of $10 as well. So now I'm still left with $20 in profit per purchase. That would be pretty good, right? So that is my profit now. Profit is the holy word here, because that's what counts at the end of the day, okay? So that will be an example. So I need to find one of those products that I can sell for $40 that I have not a cost of goods sold for $35, because that wouldn't work out. So I have low cost of goods sold, a high price I can sell it for. 40 is still pretty low, but you can do bundles and stuff. That was just a random example. You should maybe even aim for like 40 to at least 40, but $40 to $60 price range where you can sell the product for. And yeah, have very minimum cost of goods sold. I will show you in a second how to find that out. And then find out if they are running ads profitably. How can you find that out? Usually, if a brand is running a lot of advertisements on Meta, TikTok, and so on, they're doing it profitably, because usually entrepreneurs don't want to waste money. So if they run a lot of ads, they're usually profitable, Right. So you can just check out the Facebook ads library, for example, or TikTok ads library, and check out their current ads and see how many ads they're running. And then you might know if they're profitable or not. So you can pretty much find out all of those things very fast. So their price, obvious, that's on their landing page, on their online shop. And how can you find out the cost of goods sold, right? If you find a product that's probably sold by a dropshipper, which is not too hard to find. There are a lot of, if you scroll through Facebook or Instagram or TikTok, you will find a lot of ads from dropshippers, and you can easily find all of those products on AliExpress. So you just go on AliExpress, look up the product, and look up how much it roughly costs. And you do that. So step number one, you go, let's start with that, right? Step one, find a winning product. That's pretty simple. Find a winning product. That's step number one. All we need to do here is we go on Instagram or Facebook or whatever and look for winning products. We look for advertisements for physical products, go on the store, check out how many ads are they running. Are they running a lot of ads? Very good, probably profitable. Then how much does the product cost on AliExpress? How much does the company make in revenue? And all of those things, I want to find those things out. If all of those factors get a green light, then very nice. We found a winning product. That shouldn't take you longer than a few hours. You can really scroll through TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, whatever, and just focus on the ads, nothing else, for 3-4 hours max, and you probably find some winning products, okay? Just open a new tab, so copy the link, open a new tab for every product page where you found a good product, and then after that, check them if they could be winning products based on the factors we just discussed, like the cost of goods sold you have and how many ads they're running, how much revenue the company makes, and so on, right? Good. This is step number one, find a winning product. Then we go ahead and make step number two happen. And step number two is pretty simple as well. Step number two is set up a Shopify store. I don't have to tell you this. You know what a Shopify store is. Shopify is just a platform to set up your own online shop, and it's super simple. It costs like $1 a month for the first 3 months, actually. I'll try to put a link for you down in the description of the video so you can get it cheaper, because if you buy it on their website, it's just the first month for $1, and then it's $39 a month. But I think I have an affiliate link somewhere where you can get the first 3 months for $1, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. It's super cheap, doesn't cost any money at all to set that up. And here again, you just want to model what's already working. You don't want to reinvent the wheel. Meaning, that was my timer for the video, but we'll continue, of course, because I want to get the value across. So you don't want to reinvent the wheel, meaning you just copy a landing page that's already working. So you already checked out ads of competitors or ads of brands who sell this product or a similar product. You now click on their ads and view the landing page where the people land after clicking the ad. And you just basically model this exact page with all of the elements they have. I mean, obviously, don't model it one-to-one. Don't just be a copycat and copy it one-to-one. That's awful. No one wants that. But model their structure, what kind of benefits they use, what kind of pain points they address, and all of those things. Model that. You will be so much faster in the beginning, faster and have a better result, because they already did all of the work. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Just model this landing page that's already working. Do that in Shopify. Like, you can literally open Shopify up on your Shopify store with a landing page builder like Gem Pages. I recommend to use Gem Pages and just make the landing page for this one product. Okay, just focus on one product. You don't have to design the whole store. Forget that. Just one product, and make only the landing page with Gem Pages. Only landing page for this one product you're going to sell in the beginning. Keep it super simple. Not 5 products, not 2, just 1. And then you just have on the other side of your screen, you have the landing page of the brand that's already selling a similar product, and you can really like model section by section and work yourself from the bottom to the top, or from upside down. So it's very simple to do that, right? And that's basically step number 2. That's setting up a Shopify store, because you don't need the whole store. You just need a landing page, and you just model the landing page from a brand that's already having success with a similar product, right? So that's already it. And then we have step number 3. And step number 3 is a bit more exciting. Step number 3 is actually getting traffic. And here's one very important thing: profitable. Meaning you have 2 choices now. You can either run ads to get people into your store and sell so they can buy your product, or where ads obviously cost money. You have to spend money to acquire those people, to acquire new customers. Or you can go another route, and that's for all the people who have more time but a little less money maybe. You can just go on TikTok and Instagram Reels and do organic content that goes viral. Just watch some YouTube videos on how to get TikTok organic content go viral. It's not that hard if you study that for a few hours, days, or weeks. Yeah. And then you just upload 2 to 3 organic TikTok videos a day until some of them go viral. And you get more and more of those viral videos, because obviously once you found one viral video, you do more of them, and you just get in customers, potential customers, into your store through those viral TikTok videos. So that's pretty cool. You obviously put the link to your store on your TikTok and put a call to action at the end of the video and tell them to click on that link in your bio and go to your store. That's very important. And if you're in one of the blessed countries like US, UK, and so on, who have already got the TikTok shop, you can just connect TikTok with your Shopify and sell your products directly on TikTok below your videos via the TikTok shop, and also use TikTok affiliates to sell those products. Super cool super cool way to do that. Right. Okay. So, and that's way number 2. Just going with organic content that's completely for free might take a bit longer in the beginning to get some traction, to get some people into your store. Way number 1 is paid advertising. You just run Facebook ads, TikTok ads, Pinterest ads, and so on. And also start with one channel. You can then go out on multiple channels after you reached at least 100K a month or so, right? But start with one channel. You can just start with Facebook ads. It's still the best to begin with, in my opinion. And yeah, then you just set up some ads, and here it's the same game. You just do a lot of good creatives, and I have multiple videos on how to do creatives for e-com ads here on my channel. You can just check that out. And then you just test those different creatives against each other. Find some winning creatives. You just test enough creatives, obviously, until you find winning creatives. Winning creative means this ad with this creative gets in new customers profitably, aka you make money with every dollar you spend. For example, you at least make $4 in revenue. You make $2 in profit for every purchase. So that's great. So for every dollar you now spend, you make more money than you spend. And that's great, because now you just want to spend more. If I know, okay, I spent $1, get back 4. Okay, then now I spend $1,000, get back 4,000, then spend the next month 10,000, get back 40,000, and so on. That's pretty simple, right? And that is pretty much the third and last step. So first you need a product, and you set up the store where people can purchase the product from you, and then you get traffic to your store. And all of the logistics side, that's pretty easy to set up as well. At first, you can start with dropshipping. So literally, I'll show you on my screen as well. So you have I would even recommend that for proper e-commerce brands to test before you really purchase stock. That's very important. Okay, so there is you. You are actually the online store, the seller. Okay, so you're the store where the customer goes and wants to buy something, right? And then there is another guy. Then once
someone comes into your store, right? Someone comes in and wants to buy your product. This is the customer. Then the order gets on to the supplier. For example, AliExpress. I would never recommend to do long-term AliExpress dropshipping. It doesn't work anymore, and you have way too long shipping times. But just to do a little test in the beginning, you can absolutely do that to find out if that product is working, right? And the supplier sends the product right to the customer. It's like a triangle, even though it doesn't really look like a triangle here, because it looks very, very ugly here. But anyways, that's how it works, right? So a customer orders product in your store, you forward the order to the supplier sends the product to the customer. That's it. You got the money first, then you pay the supplier, then it goes on to the customer. And to be quite frank, you don't get the money first because customer pays you first, but it will take some time until the cash hits your bank account. So you have to have some spare cash to fulfill those orders and pay the supplier, right? So, but that's how this works. It's very simple, and you just test like that, okay? You just test like that, and once that is working, you cut this guy out, okay? Once that is working, you just order some stock from this supplier, and you will, when you order like 1,000 products, get a way cheaper price. So you just order the stock, and then you have like for example, 1,000 pieces in your storage or in your stock, if you're on stock, and you do that with a third-party logistics. That's way easier. So a 3PL center. I wouldn't recommend to order stock to your home and then fulfill the orders yourself. That's a waste of time. Just get a 3PL, third-party logistics. You can look that up and connect it to your Shopify store. So now whenever a customer buys a product, order automatically gets forwarded to the 3PL center, and now they send it to the customer. And again, you don't have to worry about sending out any products. That's none of your business. 3PL takes care of that, right? So that's how it should look like at the end. Okay. And that's pretty much it. It's super simple. Okay. After you have set that up, and so you have a store, and in the beginning you're just testing it, you don't have a 3PL. If someone purchases in your store, you just forward the order to your supplier, AliExpress, for example. You can also find better ones depending on where in the world you are. Just look that up on the internet, like similar suppliers to AliExpress, but faster shipping. There are some in the US, some in Europe, and so on. So I would really look them up. AliExpress is very old school. But that's no long-term solution anyways, so that doesn't really matter too much, okay? That's just for short-term, really testing a few weeks. You see, hey, you're profitable, it's working. Okay, order some stock and get a proper business going. Right, and that's pretty much it. So step number 1, find a winning product. Step number 2, set up a Shopify store to sell the product. And step number 3, get some traffic into your store. And to really show you how simple all of this is, you have traffic here. Traffic goes into your store, so you get some conversions. Yeah, conversions means someone buys. Okay, you get some traffic from your ads or from your organic TikToks. Then they come into your store. There they convert to buyers, so they buy the product basically. And then you have some profit. That's what we want, right? Because conversions doesn't mean you make money. Conversions just means you make revenue. But revenue doesn't mean you really make money that you can keep. It's about profit, and I will show you what the difference is in a second and how to really maximize this here and not just this. And after that happened and you got your money, value happens. The customer gets value through the product. It should be a product, obviously, that helps the customer in some way. Otherwise, they would never buy it. Right. So you always want to provide value at the end of the day. Okay. Money always comes to those who provide value. Okay. So traffic, we already talked about this and how to do this. So we do this with ads or with organic TikTok, for example, or /reels. Okay. That's how we run. That's how we get traffic into our store. Pretty simple. That's what we do. And then we need to get some conversions. How can we optimize the conversions we get? We need a great offer in our, like obviously first step is we need a Shopify store. Then we need a great offer, an offer that's so good where the customer will feel stupid saying no to it. That's very important, right? Really like saying, hey, you buy this bundle of 3 and you get this and this and this, all of this for free as a benefit, as a gift for you. The customer now would feel stupid saying no to it if those things that he gets extra are really benefiting him. I'm talking a lot about offers in some of the other videos that I have on the channel here, but so much for now. Okay. And then you want to have more profit, and you get more profit if people spend more money in your store. So you really want to focus on your average order value, on your margin, so you can negotiate your costs with your supplier and stuff like that. Okay, and then you have the value at the end. So that's pretty simple. Just deliver a great product to your end customer, and that's it. That's how e-commerce works, and that's how anyone can make $1 million a year at least, even if in your first year in e-commerce. It's really not that hard. You just have to figure out a traffic source, figure out to get some conversions with your Shopify store, get some profit in, so really maximize your average order value by doing bundles and stuff, then maximize your margin by, for example, negotiating the costs with your supplier, and then just deliver value and deliver a great product to your end customer. And that's really e-commerce simplified. That's simplified how you can make $1 million a year with your store in your first year. If you have any further questions on this video, just ask away. And if you want me to go into detail in one of those areas, or many of those areas, just comment them down below and I'll record a video where I go into detail, because I know I could not go into any of those details really here in this video, because otherwise this video would go like 10 hours. So if you want me to go really into detail with one of those things or many of those things, just comment down below and I'll record a video on that. That's it for today, and I'll catch you in the next one. Oh, and one last thing. If you enjoyed the video and if you really watched until this point, please really comment down below and leave your opinion and leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Peace out. I'll catch you in the next one.